Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, honestly, I had just started this podcast episode idea maybe a few seconds before I had pressed start. Explaining video games to a person that doesn't play video games. I know that there are a very wide community of people that y'all don't really be playing video games like that, you know? And it might be a situation where we're looking at you and we're misjudging you and you do play video games, but you just don't tell nobody that you play video games because you think it needs to be a secret. Fam, to those individuals, it does not need to be a secret. I guarantee and I promise you, if you go to one of your friends that plays video games and they know that you don't play video games, but you tell them that you play video games, oh yeah, they're gonna trip over that type of stuff. It's funny because outside of video games, I remember I told this before, but there was a girl that I went to school with where honestly, she seemed like the real life Bruce Wayne. Like, she never laughed, she never cracked jokes, none of that stuff. I've only seen this girl straight face. I think there was one time where either she had just laughed at something that we were all talking about as a group, or it was something that I said. But it's something that I might have forgot what caused her to laugh. But yeah, it's one of those things where you see her smile. I'm trying to think. There's memes. I think it's XXXTentacion's mugshot where he's smiling and it's it looks different. It looks off. That don't look natural. And no, that was the situation for her. It didn't look natural for her to laugh and stuff. But no, I remember I seen her because we're not even really cool like that today, but I am curious to see, just how life's going for her, because out of all of the friends that I had went to school with, I know it was getting to a point where, when I was, growing up, friends were just slowly just stepping away from being, wrestling fans, you know? So, yeah, I think out of all my friends, I was really the only one that still watched wrestling, because I'm a wrestling fan. I'm not just because I got older. It's grown men that watches it. It's grown men that's doing it. It ain't everybody that's in wrestling is a kid. They're a child. No, it's okay to be a grown adult and to be a wrestling fan. So, to anybody that be hearing that, they're all watching wrestling is stupid. That's kid stuff. There's literally grown men and women that wrestle on a day-to-day basis. Not hearing that crap. All right, so but no, the girl that I went to school with was a wrestling fan. I remember one night we were talking and she told me how she was I think she said she was either watching wrestling or that or it was something, she was doing something wrestling related, and I was tripping off of it because I was like, wait a minute, what? How is it that you no, that's just a no. I don't believe that. But no, she was saying because her dad's a wrestling fan, and then she watches it. So I was like, wow, it tripped me out, because I'm you don't expect to hear that from them. I never knew anything about this girl, but I'm if that's the one thing that I'm going to remember about her, oh yeah, she's a wrestling fan. Trips me out, man. There's some serious crazy stuff out here. But anyways, I imagine that would be the same exact thing when you find out there's a friend of yours that be playing video. And I'm not talking mobile games. No, I'm saying they got a full-blown Xbox Game Pass, or PlayStation and PlayStation Plus, or they got themselves a gaming PC with every gaming platform downloaded. I mean, EA Play, Steam, Epic Games, Xbox 2. I'm trying to think what other things. Yeah, they be out there playing. They I'm saying they be really out there playing. I just might have dabbled into. No, they be putting working hours, 9 to 5 hours into a video game, bruh. It'll be that one game that you wouldn't be expecting them to be playing and stuff. And it'll be a game not the big major games. I'm saying a game where it's Ready or Not, that SWAT team game where they're oh yeah, I've been playing that Ready or Not game. That game is pretty fun. You know, I'm struggling on this one mission. I'm whoa, wait a minute, time out. What do you mean you're playing Ready or Not? Because there's friends that I know where I'm they just don't come off as the type that be playing video games. You know, and I should just and there's one friend I'm thinking of in particular, and I feel it would be kind of messed up to just put her on blast like that, but at the same time, she doesn't come off as the type oh, she got a gaming PC, a Xbox, and all this other stuff. She don't seem she's that type of person and things, but I thinking using her as an example, and I know I shouldn't, but like, yeah, if she were to come to me and talking about like, I'm trying to think of a video game, right? Okay, there's this one game that I had beat years ago called Operation Flashpoint Red River. If she told me that was like one of her all-time favorite games, and she'd be playing all these different military games, like she's playing Squad. That's a game that I don't even play. I own the game, but I don't play it. If she told me that she was playing that game on a regular basis, and that like, oh, here's all these different clips and videos of her playing, I would lose everything in me. Everything in me would be gone. Like soul, body, all that stuff. I'm like skeleton, all that gone. Because I'm like, what do you mean you play Squad? I'm like, you don't seem like the type to even play Call of Duty Warzone. Now you don't went all the way up to the highest ranking, probably military simulator game out there, and you're playing this on a regular basis? I'm like, nah, prove it. I need to see that you actually do be playing this game. She invites me over to her place. She opens up her computer, and she got over 2,000 hours in Squad. I'm like, okay, either you just got this game just sitting on idle for like the past however long 2,000 hours would be for like days or whatever, or somebody is coming over here and they playing the game, for you. But I refuse to. And she's telling me all these things like Squad, like no, not even that. She's like, okay, I'll prove it. Starts the game up, and she's sitting down playing this game for 2 hours. I would be so shocked. And I'm like, how, fam? I don't even play that game. I tried playing that game, and I was like, nah, bro. It seems it's a game that I should give it a chance one of these days. But yeah, it's stuff like that where I'm like, fam, how do you wait a minute, what? And so yeah, it's somewhere I'm like, it would definitely trip me out if there was a friend that I know that don't really be playing video games like that, and they playing. Hold on, I gotta take my hoodie off because it's getting kind of warm. But yeah, that would trip me out. But anyways, let's get to the explaining stuff, because I feel like there are some people out there where you don't really know what a video game like is. Not more so like you know what a video game is, but you don't know about video games. You need some like a little bit of a history lesson on video. I'm not gonna be no teacher. I'm not gonna give you no history lesson. But I guess if you ever do get into a conversation where you need to be talking about video games, I feel like I could give you tips on how to carry the conversation and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, if you don't know about video games, like I think we need to more so be around people where they're not gonna judge you for not knowing about a video game. Because if somebody comes to me and they're all like, hey, can you teach me about video games? I'm like, yeah, sure, what you want to know? It's like, what do you want to look for? And they're all like, well, I kind of like racing games, could you tell me something a little bit about racing games? I'm like, okay, so what are you in the market of getting? Do you want to get a gaming PC, or do you want to get a console? Because if you get a console, they got a lot of arcade games. They do got some simulation games. But I had to say, if you're looking for like the real deal, like you want to be acting like them guys that's out on TV and stuff, yeah, it's probably best you go out and get you a good gaming PC. Make sure you got space too. Get you a good gaming PC. Get one of those like racing seats where you can attach a race wheel to it. The gas and brake pedals right underneath. Whether it's some other, then the handbrake, gear shifter, and all that stuff. Yeah, you're gonna want to make sure you go all out and stuff. But yeah, then there's like a list of games. Like they got Forza, they got if you do plan on getting a gaming PC, Forza is on the gaming PC, but Forza is also available on the Xbox console, the latest Xbox console, Xbox Series X. So if you're wondering, because there might be some people out there where they're all like, oh yeah, I'm selling a brand new Xbox, but they're talking about like a Xbox One. That's not brand new. Xbox Series X. No, that's how you need to know what's the latest console. Go to a Best Buy or go to a Target, Walmart, and look in the video game section, because they're gonna have the latest. Only I would do some stuff like that where I choke on my own spit. Like, bro, I wasn't going to be able to get through this episode because I got so carried away and I started talking. How does Twista, Busta Rhymes, I'm trying to think of some other, Ski Mask the Slump God, how do these guys, do they just dry out their whole mouth and then just, let's just start rapping real fast? I wasn't even talking at the same speed as them and I almost lost it. Yeah, bro. Okay, I think I'm okay now. but you almost lost me for a second, people. All right, so anyways, yeah, I was like, nah, man, this episode's getting way too good for me to start this all over because of a little blooper. All right, so but anyways, okay, I think I'm good now. All right, so. But anyways, no, yeah, that's what you have to do though, is go to like stores and see what they have on shelves, because yeah, I feel like if you go to like Amazon or a marketplace of some like Facebook marketplace or eBay or Craigslist, yeah, there's gonna probably be some person on there trying to sell you an old Xbox but make it seem like it's new, especially if they know that you don't know nothing about video games. Because no, people do that, like, you know what, and this is like one of the most sexist things that you'll probably hear, especially if you're a woman. Go to, if you don't know nothing about cars, go to like some auto shop and be all like, oh, I don't know what's going on with my car, it's making a weird thumping noise. I guarantee and I promise you, if you find the right place, they're gonna take advantage of you. If you're and you know, the thing is this, I feel like they're more likely to take advantage of a woman, but they'll probably take advantage of a guy too if a guy goes in there and yeah, he don't know nothing about cars. But yeah, that's why it's like, you know, if you gonna whatever it is that you have, know about it. Cars, know about it. Video games, know about it. House stuff, know about it, okay? Because, yeah, there will be people that will take advantage of you, okay? So, but anyways, yeah, then with video games, yeah, you definitely gonna have it where people no, the thing is this. Video game developers will take advantage of you. The people that made the video game. So a video game, for an example, NBA 2K. Rather than just coming out with a video game that you can play non-stop, you don't have to put no extra money into it. The sport games, oh my god. Like MLB The Show, that's a game, I don't think I've ever put any money in MLB The Show. That's a game where you could just sit down and just play it, you know. But yeah, the baseball game, Madden, which is the NFL football game, you don't really have to put no money in it, but they have that option. FIFA, the soccer games, they call it FC now, but before, when it was like originally FIFA, oh yeah, people was putting like thousands into that game. And do you think EA Sports, the behind like FIFA, Madden, I'm trying to think what other games have they came out. I think them are like really the only two sport games that they be focused on. They are going to come out with a college game, and hopefully that's just focused on like gameplay and not how much money they can make off of the game and stuff. But no, EA Games, that's a company that has definitely taken advantage of people. There's an old stream where me and my friend was talking about that, where they was holding some competition for their video game Apex Legends. That's like a shooter game. Like, it's these characters that got like these special abilities to where they could just do things different than the average human and stuff. And they got like some other characters, like they got like a robotic character. They got a lot of different characters in there, but some of them you have to pay for. And then if you want to just unlock them just by playing the game, the amount of hours and skill that you have to put into that game, yeah, it's something where it's like, fam, it's not even worth it. That's why they have that option for you to buy it, because if they didn't have, the thing is this, and back in the good old days, you actually had to be good at a game in order to get whatever character you wanted to get. And that's what showcased the people like, oh, that person is the real deal. They be playing this game. They be doing that stuff. You know, and they do kind of have it in a way where it's like they show your skill level in the game and stuff. But other than that, it's like, yeah, people ain't really be... Everybody, my thing is this. There are some good people when it comes to video games like that. But the majority of the audience, everybody I feel like has like the same skill level and stuff. Like, you got some people that's good, you got some people that's bad. They know that they're bad, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's like what they're really expecting from people when they play that game is for them to be sitting down and playing that game non-stop. And that's the thing about the gaming industry today, is like every developer is like that. And you have where some developers, they make a game that's fun, where you like, yeah, you'll see why a person put hours into that game. It's because it's a fun game. But then you have other developers out there where they're like, oh, well, let's make all these different things for the game. But it's like you have that option where you guys sit down, put all these like countless hours into the game, or you could just pretty much just pay us for whatever it is. And it's like, well, what's the reason of even playing the game? And it's like, I don't think developers realize that. It's like, if I already have what I want, so like, for an example, let's say, okay, the FIFA or the, you know what? No, I feel like everybody, people don't. Well, if you know soccer, you know soccer, but I feel like probably one of the biggest sports out there is basketball. So NBA. So the developers behind the NBA games is 2K. So they got their line of their basketball game out called NBA 2K. So let's say you want Shaquille O'Neal in the game, right? I remember when I explained this to my dad for the first time, he was flipping out, all right? But anyways, so you want to get Shaquille O'Neal in the video game, right? You want to get Shaq. You know, you want one of the big guys because you're all like, oh, him as a defensive player, him as a, oh, yeah, I already know, like, he's one of the best. You know, if you want one of the best, it's like, okay, like, you going to be sitting down playing the game, right? The old days, you had to sit down and play the game. Now, they have it where you can just go just right ahead, buy Shaq's character, and you don't even have to play the game. But my thing is this though, where it's like, okay, if I go and buy Shaq's character in the game, right? And I get like all these I get like Shaq, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, LeBron James. I'm trying to think of some other, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook. Let's see what. Oh, and so then okay. So you know what? All right. So yeah, let's say I have this dream team. Let's say I have this crazy ultimate team, right? I go up against somebody. This is my first game playing, right? I go up against somebody that's like undefeated in the game. Me having my players is not gonna matter, all right? Like, and the crazy thing is like they're expecting you compare it, because if I'm gonna trust my skill level compared to Steph Curry or Shaq's skill level, I'm going to trust Steph Curry and Shaq. I'm going to trust the guys that actually be playing. But that's the thing, though. They have it. Yeah, you're in control. But at the same time, they make it to where it's like, you have to know Shaq. You have to, like, know their game. You have to. And I'm like, fam, I'm just trying to play the game. If that was the case, then yes, I will learn Shaq's game. I will learn Steph Curry's game. I will learn LeBron James' game and all these other different players. I will learn it and will actually play rather than playing a video game. I'm like, no, bruh. I want to make millions. I don't want to make, let me get 5 gifted subs from Twitch. No, I'm trying to get 5 million gifted subs from the NBA. I'm trying to get paid, bro. But they don't have it set up like that. They have it where you actually got it. So you go up against somebody that actually be playing this game, and they can have like some mediocre players, right? If they know that game, it don't matter who you have, you're going to lose. So, and you think by you having the best of the best, you done put, let's say you put $1,000 into this game, right? Or no, so they have that, and then they have it where you create a character. So you build this character and stuff from the ground up, and then they have it where you have to like buy points to level them up and things, rather than just doing it the old-fashioned way and them giving you enough to level up your character. No, what they'll do is have it where you gotta pretty much buy and put all this money into your character and stuff. So then you go up against somebody, and so the funny thing is this: you can be this good player, right? You could go up against, and your let's say your overall rating is like 90. You go up against somebody that's like 60 or 70. If that person plays that game more than you being a higher level character will not matter. Will not matter at all. So let me put this in like simplified terms, right? So let's say you go out and you want to buy a house, but let's say Barack Obama wants to also buy that house. What do you think is going to look good on like a video or a picture on Instagram? You know, somebody being like one of them like home sellers or what what do they call them again? I can't even think. Dang, cause there's a friend of mine's on Instagram where I met her through back in the Vine days, but she's a home seller person and things. Dang, man, what is her name? Why is stuff not wanting to pop up? Hold on for a second. Realtor. There we go. Okay. So yeah, if you're a realtor and you got this person that has the money to buy that house, but Barack Obama approaches you and he's like, hey, post this on your socials, I guarantee and I promise you, so many people are going to want to buy this house from you. But he wants the house for free. So your guys, I feel like most people, they probably would say, I'm going to go with the person with money. I don't care if that's Barack Obama. I didn't even vote for Barack Obama. But let's say this is Barack Obama. This man, he is about to freaking launch your realtor business. And then there's this person that has the money all up front. They got good, all that stuff, but it's Barack Obama. Obviously, you're gonna go with the option that's going to elevate your business and things. So yeah, it's like that's pretty much what video games are today, where it's like they attract the people with money, but then the lower end people that don't, like so yeah, they'll have like some big YouTuber involved in the game, right? But the person that really be sitting down playing this game, putting hard work into it to like try to get some place in the game, yeah, don't mean nothing. So that's pretty much what some video games are. And it's messed up because it's like video games wasn't like that at first. Like when you play one of the basketball games, like there's this basketball game that I just recently got, and I played it for the first time, and I was like, this is a game where you actually gotta like be good at it and stuff. It ain't some game where it's all like, oh, and the thing is like games are kind of like that today in a way, but at the same time, it's like, you really don't need to be good. It's so weird because it's such a backwards thing. Like there's so many different ways of going about a video game, but with the NBA 2K game, it's like it don't really matter. It honestly, at the end of the day, when you think about it don't really matter. That's why a lot of the times people don't really be playing that game like that. It's like the thing is this, you have to have pretty much, yeah, you have to have money and you have to have a lot of it and you have to put a lot of it into the video game. Because, and that was what I was actually going to say about NBA 2K is that, so if you're thinking of like, okay, so like you're playing the game and you're trying to build the dream team up, right? So let's say you're open because they have like these, so you know how like in stores where they have like those like baseball and basketball and NFL cards where it got like, it's in that little card section where like the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards would be at. So that's what they have in video games, right? So they have it where you can open up those packs, those card packs, and you'll get like, whatever player. But here's the thing though. So let's say you open up a pack and you get Michael Jordan. You're like, oh my god, like I got the greatest player of all time. This is amazing. This is the dopest thing ever. You didn't get like Chicago Bulls like winning 6 championships, Michael Jordan. No, you got the Michael Jordan the day before he retired, Michael Jordan. That's the Michael Jordan that you got. And I'm like, fam, I want the Michael Jordan that's going to be giving me like, some W's. I want the Michael Jordan that's going to be getting some buckets. I don't want the Michael Jordan that's like he's looking at a bucket. I'm like, fam, what is this? They'll give you Washington Wizards Michael Jordan, where his overall, they'll give you the lowest rating Michael Jordan, right? And this is how the game be operating. They'll give you the lowest rating Michael Jordan, and then they might give you the second lowest rating, and then they'll give you the third lowest rating, and then you might get like the medium range where it's like, okay, this might have been like rookie year Michael Jordan, and then you might get like the next year's Michael Jordan, and then they'll keep going up and up and up until at some point in time, then you get like 3P Michael Jordan, the like prime Michael Jordan and stuff. And it's so messed up that video games are like that. So sport games, pretty much stay away from them. Shooter games, kind of like games like Call of Duty, because I know there might be somebody out there where it's like you don't know video games, but you know video game names. So it's like, what could you overall tell me about Call of Duty? What kind of game is Call of Duty and stuff? So Call of Duty, it's a shooter game. It ain't the most realistic. Like if you're thinking of playing Call of Duty because you want to get like that realistic military, like you're like, oh, I want to like like so you watch like military movies and stuff, and then so in a way Call of Duty is kind of like a military movie and stuff. But if you're wanting to get something, like if you're really wanting to get deep in depth in video games, Call of Duty isn't like the best military simulator out there. Their story modes are good, but multiplayer, Warzone, stuff like that, no, that's not. They got some things. They got freaking 21 Savage in the game. It's like imagine playing, or imagine being in the military and you see 21 Savage sitting next to you. You're gonna be kind of confused by that. That's pretty much, they got 21 Savage, Nicki Minaj, they had Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Bruce Willis when he was in Die Hard. I'm trying to think of what other characters Dan had throughout the game. Yeah, they just been going crazy when it comes to characters in the game and stuff. But overall though, I mean, I guess it's dope, and I guess it's dope for the people, like the celebrities that's involved in the game. But it's like, again, at the same time, they don't have people that's like really involved. Like, they don't have like the world's greatest Call of Duty player in the game. Like, they have somebody that don't even really be playing it like that before they have somebody, again, because you gotta think about it, what's gonna make you more money? The person that's not really involved, or the celebrity, or no, the person that is involved, or the celebrity that probably done played the game 2-3 times and things. And it's like, yeah, and it's so messed up that like video games would do that. So it's like, it ain't more so for the audience of players, it's more so the audience of buyers. They're all like, oh well, we're not really making, because when you look at a lot of games today don't even really be making money and stuff. So it's like, you think about it, because it's like, you look at Call of Duty will be on sale. Like, you don't even have to get the game at full price, because I know you'll probably be looking like, well, why are these games so expensive? $69.99 for what you just described? Yes, for what I just described. You get, my thing is this, you get more of the visual effects than actual game. Like, you get 20, no, the crazy thing is, you think by getting the game, like, all that stuff is unlocked. Like, at some point in time, this stuff disappears. So it ain't like 21 Savage is, I don't know, maybe they might have changed up things last I checked at some point in time. So they came out with these this new thing called Season Pass and Battle Pass and all that stuff. So pretty much after maybe a couple of months, because I think them Season Pass go for like maybe a little over 2 months, so like maybe like 70 days or something. So after them 70 days is over with, 21 Savage is gone. So it's like, if you're sitting down playing the game and you're all like, oh, I won't even put no money into the game, I'll just go and just play the game and stuff, yeah, that's gonna take forever. Pretty much, if you were like I said, you would have to put 9 to 5 hours into that video game just so you can get 21 Savage and stuff, and without having to put any extra money into it. But I'm like, I don't even know if it's even set up like that. It might be. I don't really be playing video games like that. I stopped playing them once when they wanted more of my money, and I'm like, so the $70 I just gave you wasn't enough? Because I'm saying it's stuff like that where it's like, and the funny thing is like, at one point in time, I remember people were saying that, so there's there's a bigger franchise. Well, I wouldn't say it's a bigger franchise game, but it's one of the biggest, Grand Theft Auto. I'm pretty sure everybody done heard of Grand Theft Auto. There's no way possible, even if you don't play video games, there's no way possible you never heard of Grand Theft Auto. So Grand Theft Auto, at one point in time, people are saying that their newest one that's going to be coming out here next year is going to be $100 and something. And I'm like, fam, it honestly, now it doesn't surprise me. But the thing that surprises me though is that if I'm going to be, because when you think of like video games, back when I was a kid, video games, they were like $49.99, but they gave you so much content, bro. So much content. Like the one game that I remember, I think I had only has, because the game had been out for some time, and you know what, now thinking about it, I don't even really think, let me see something real quick. I gotta see when the remix, because there's this video game called Midnight Club, and they came out with a version called Midnight Club Dub Edition Remix. So there is Dub Edition that came out in 2005, and then the remix came out in 2000. They made Midnight Club 3 for the PSP? Oh, I have to see about that. Oh, I definitely got to see about that. But anyways, but no, so yeah, they came out with the remix version, like not even a year later. It was like, it was almost a year. It was like 11 months and things. But yeah, they came out with the remix version a year later, and I think it was only $20. I don't even think it really cost that. I remember spending only $20 for it. I vividly remember. I remember that day because I remember I wanted it, but my mom, she said, no, we ain't up here at this store for no video games. We up here to get stuff for the for our house and things. So I'm like, dang, literally the life of a child that was in the video games. But anyways, but no, I vividly remember this. So I remember, I think my dad, he must have got like a bonus or something at work. I don't know what the special occasion was, but so anyways, my dad, he came home, he gave my sister $100, and he gave me $100. And I was like, fam, this was the first time in my life I had ever received that much money. I was like, bro, freaking, who is Bill Gates? Who is the Rockefeller dude? Who are these people? I am the richest man in the world, okay? Fear me. So my dad, he gave me $100. I thought I was the richest person ever in the world. I was like, no, there is nobody that is going to outreach me and things. Spent that money all within the day. I went to Target. I bought Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. I bought me a one of these like old play. Was it a PlayStation 2 or was it a cheat code magazine? Regardless, I bought me a magazine. I'm trying to think what other things that I buy. I think I bought me a toy and what else? Because I was a kid at the time. So, but yeah, I went crazy. I went at Target and I went crazy. Okay, so anyways. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, they had gave you Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, the first one that they had released, they came with all these different cars that you can race around this big giant open world map, all this stuff. And then Dub Edition Remix, they gave you additional cars. So I'm trying to think. I wonder if they have like a thing where it lets you know. So they said the following features were added in the remix: 24 new cars. You get to race in Tokyo, 25 new licensed songs, additional races and maps, recolored menu UI being recolored from mostly blue and gold to red, black, and so they pretty much changed the game. They pretty much gave you all these new things, changed the game, and it's like, fam, nowadays, and if that were to happen, where they call it now a DLC, which is the additional content that they would add into the game, and you gotta like you do have to pay for it, but it's like, fam, people, I don't even know if people even knew about Dub Edition Remix, because I don't even know if they had like announced there came out. I can't remember how I had even heard about it. Maybe I was looking through a magazine or something. But anyways, but if they hadn't came out with commercials or all that, or no, maybe if they were promoting it, but it was like the game was still $20. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, they're giving you the base game, and on top of that, all of these new things that have been added to the game. You can't tell me that gaming back then was like so much better than gaming now. Gaming now, it just pretty much, if there is something that I can tell you about video games today, be prepared to put a lot of money into your video games, because more so with just getting the source on to like with playing the video game. So yeah, let's say you want to get yourself a gaming PC and you're thinking, let's just see like if they got cheap gaming PCs. Okay, so they got Amazon got one for $400. Then they got another one for $749, $399. No, that's on this website called newegg.com. Amazon, another M at $599. Walmart got one for $272. HP got one for $549. Another one on Amazon for $499, and then they got a refurbished computer for $279. So those are cheap computers, right? Now let's switch it to expensive gaming PCs. Okay, expensive gaming PCs. So big price difference. So Amazon, pretty much, yeah, all of these are from Amazon. So Amazon got one for $3,329, another one for $3,479, then another one for $4,349. Then there's this website called Exotic PC, like that's how they spell it, XOTIC. PC, they got a gaming PC for $6,299. Then Amazon got another one for $9,348. And then Digital Storm got one for $2,298. Amazon $3,757. And then the last one, $3,899, bruh. Yeah, gaming PCs can be very expensive, and that's pretty much how much I had to put into my gaming PC. I had bought my gaming PC for $1,600, but after I did all the upgrades to it equaled up to like $3,000 from upgrading the RAM, the graphics card, the processor, adding fans. What else have I done to? Yeah, that was pretty much all the stuff that I had done to it and things. And then Xboxes are 500, PlayStations are 500. If you want to get you an old video game console like a PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, yeah, there might be some. You would be thinking like, oh, well, them products are old, so I might be able to get a good price for them. No. There's people out there selling them for more than they should be getting charged for. Let's see how much a Xbox. Well, there's retro stores actually that might sell them for a cheap price, because I know I got a Xbox 360 and I think I only had to spend maybe 100, 200 for it and things. But so yeah, so there's this back market. They got a Xbox 360 for 148, which isn't bad. I mean, you know, compared to like back then where it was like, what was the retail price for Xbox 360s back then? I feel like they should be so they was all like they were going for like $299, $3. So I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if it's in good condition, then okay. But if not, yeah, I don't know. But and I think that's the same for PS3s too. Yeah. Actually, no. There's one on eBay for $50, and I'm like, nah, I don't know about that. But no, they got some for around the same price as the Xboxes. But for the PlayStation 3s, yeah, they got a lot of them that's over 200 and stuff. So, and that to me, I'm like, nah, that's not a price that I would spend for a PlayStation, because I'm like, them things is old and they're gonna stop working at some point in time, and it trips me out because people will probably, along the lines how I'm thinking, you would think that Sony and Microsoft, the people behind PlayStation and Xbox, would have it where their newer consoles could play old games. They can in a way, but at the same time, for some games, you're still going to need an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3 to play some of the old games. And then it's like, yeah, with PlayStation 5s, you can like with the Xbox Series X, you can play some original Xbox games. You can play Xbox 360 games, Xbox One games, and then of course the Xbox Series X and S and games. But with PlayStation 5s, you can only play PlayStation 4 and 5 games. You can't play, if they do have any PlayStation 1, 2, or 3 games on there, they're usually remastered, and then that's how you're able to play them. But other than that, you can't just go and then then they have some PlayStation. No, they have all of the PlayStation 3 games that are available to play on the PlayStation 5. You gotta play it through a subscription service. Meanwhile, on Xbox, let's say for an example, if you had bought I'm trying to think of a game from back then. Alright, so there's this one game that I used to play called Just Cause 2. And really fun game. If you guys ever have the chance to play that game, play it, because it's really good. But so anyways, so I bought that game like years ago on my Xbox, or was it given out for free? Regardless, I acquired it on my Xbox 360. Years later, on my Xbox Series X, I can download that game and play it anytime I want. Meanwhile, if I wanted to play this game on the PlayStation 5, I would have to so I wouldn't be able to play it on the PlayStation 5 because it's not available through the subscription service. I would have to go out and get me a PlayStation 3 just so I can play that one game. And you would think that they would have it set up where it's like, okay, if you have the disc, just put the disc in the console and you can start playing it. Point blank, period. No, it ain't even set up like that anymore. And I'm like, it's weird because I'm like, well, like, why even the console exist if I can only play certain games? I'm trying, bro, you guys came out with all these games and we supposed to just act like they don't exist no more? No, that's crazy. So, yeah, man, video games, I'm telling you, it's get into it at your own risk, but at the same time, be prepared for some stuff, bro, because, yeah, video games, they be on some old random stuff nowadays, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I do stream on Twitch, and I do be playing video games on there, so if there's a game that I'm playing and you got questions about it, just ask me. I'll do my best to answer them, but if not that, yeah, leave a comment below if you are watching this on YouTube. And thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure you like and subscribe if you are viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service. And peace.